Hello. Well, you're probably aware that on Sunday, unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties. So some part of James you weren't able to hear, and all the notices that I was going to give you, unfortunately, didn't come out as well. And normally that maybe wouldn't be such an issue. We would communicate on email. But this week, I just want to communicate something about our mission as a church and how that ties into the prophetic words over our church that we've had for really quite some years. And I'm going to start by reading an extract from some of the prophetic words that we got over us, you may remember, some years ago from some visitors we had from Harpenden. And it went like this. It says, "This is a fantastic church with an incredible presence of God. God says he's wanting to release a courage here. There is a heart for evangelism and an incredible heart for the community and a heart for the lost. God is redigging wells for the community, for the lost, wells to see people saved. Get ready, as there is a reawakening going on, a church with a big heart for the community and you love really, really well. God is speaking adventures over you. He sees us going out to the community in new and creative ways, a new strategic thinking to be innovative and be released into a new season of growth and activation. See beyond what is already here and operate in a way that ushers in that which is to come. He's so pleased with your faithfulness and perseverance and the way we love and have stood firm through some really difficult times. There have been some trials and some seasons of discouragement, but the church has stayed firm. We're going to a place of courage to stick our necks out into the community. We have not been made to hide away, but to go to the darkest places in the community to bring transformation. Search for the treasures and gold that God has placed there. What the world calls rubbish, he wants us to go and salvage because God has called them gold. We are a church of significance. There is an anointing on us to break through. Where others have tried before, there is an anointing on us to break through, to get ready, to be equipped, and people will be drawn to us like magnets. Young people, kids and youth will be really significant in this season. Part of the strategic thinking will be going out, bringing in children and young people, going out as a church corporately, inviting households to the things we do. God will bring to this church children who have no fathers. Children from families who are really breaking, who don't know what it is to have a father or a mother. So they get both spiritually fed, but also physically fed, because food will feature. Where it might seem that people are coming in for the wrong reasons, that is fine. Because with God, he's bringing them in for the right reasons. That's a phenomenal word over us when we think that this week our food project is starting. And I'm actually recording this on Wednesday evening. And in fact, the first meals from our church are being packed up to go out as we speak, delivering to families significantly in Slade Green, which is incredibly exciting. Why should people book onto this from Slade Green and becoming from our church? It is just God on the move, our mission starting to come to a reality in the way God is moving amongst us. It's incredibly exciting. You know, we're joining with 3 churches, and in that time we're going to be feeding more than 32 families. I contacted one of the deputies from North East School. Last Friday we had 17 people signed up to this. By the time we contacted that school, which is one has some of the most deprived families in the borough, by the end of Saturday we had 126 people signed up to be fed. It's really quite something. Several churches in our area and another one over in Sidcup are all joining together. Our church will reach 64 people this week, from a variety of families, some from Muslim backgrounds, some from no background whatsoever. I was speaking to a deputy head, and she was saying that there was one family living in temporary accommodation with no access to hot food at all. Hopefully we're serving those. And she said to me, what if you get people signing up who are in it for the wrong reasons? They just want free food. And I said, do you know what? We'll just bless them anyway. And she said, I love that. And she told me a story. I can't go into any details, but she told me a story of just how important that kind of thinking is in some of these families and for some of these children. You know, this could seem like just another good community action, and of course it is. But there's so much more to it than that. This is God on the move in our area, as he's been promising to do. And whilst this might seem small, I do believe this is a good start to us reaching into the community, in a difficult community with difficult households, but nonetheless to bless them mightily. Because actually what we're bringing to them is not just food. What we're bringing them is the heart of God, a hope and a real joy that can only come from him. So that's what we're about. And on the other side of that as well, on Sunday evening, we're having another meeting. So we're going to start with our second meeting every Sunday. That's just going to be on Zoom, much more intimate. We will worship together, we'll share the word together, and it's really focused on people who might find it difficult on a Sunday morning to join us. Maybe you've got families that make it just difficult, but we'd love you to join together with us on Zoom from 8 o'clock onwards, and we'll enjoy ourselves with God together. So it's an exciting time for us as a church. It's an exciting time as we outwork our mission, and hopefully you'll be able to join us. And we'll speak to you soon. Thanks. Bye.